Hey there everyone, Spazzy Dragon here, aka Syndromes, and welcome to this follow-up video from yesterday's little review about the new changes done to the Corvo and the Barge, the so-called civilian explorer and civilian carrier, respectively. So, for those of you who watched yesterday's video, you probably know what I was talking about, and for those who haven't, then TLDR, the Corvo got turned into this sort of salvager-esque mix between a gunboat and a cruiser. It has cruiser shield, cruiser handling, cruiser power plant, but has gunboat weapons. So one of the first concerns that we had, including me myself, was that people would just mount every single gunboat missile that they could get at a more or less plausible nerf on their ID and just starting to, you know, kill snub fights, right? But no, apparently the development team weren't so careless after all, and after they fixed the issue where every single ID was repped to 10% for some reason, I undocked and quickly found out that my Liberty Navy Corvo still had 10%. I actually thought that for a moment they didn't fix it, but then I found out that actually this ship itself, even though it can be used by every single ID that actually allows gunboats without any nerf, the ship itself is red cell to almost all of our technology chart apart from civilian weapons, zoners, and order. So in other words, even though you can use this thing with pretty much every single ID that allows you to actually use gunboats, you're pretty much stuck to basic turrets and, you know, basic gunboats, basic missile, Solaris, zappers, pulses, razors, and serbs, and that's it. So, for example, if I'm currently using a LNS Corvo, then I can't even mount Liberty gunboat turrets. I have to stick with basics. And it means that, for all intents and purposes, the only missiles you can mount on this thing are basics. So if you mount 5 of these, you only get 40 ammo, and that's 8 salvos. So hey, it's not as bad as we thought at first, because, you know, if that wasn't the case, then I would be pretty much mounting a Liberty, a basic, and a Bretonian missile turret, and I would get 120 ammo, right? So obviously, that is kind of less problematic now, but still, we're talking about 40 missiles being launched pretty rapidly here because the cruiser power plant and cruiser power plant regeneration, but at least it's not as broken as we actually thought. So technically, the only missile turrets you can actually use on these on this thing is a order and a basic, and well, not many people actually have access to the order cell apart from order itself. So at least that particular OP-ness is kind of localized. Though it still doesn't help that this thing still has a civilian power plant, even though it moves just as slowly as a cruiser power plant, even though it moves as slow as a cruiser. Because then you have setups like this. I'm just running 5 cruiser razors now, obviously on my own server right now, and I don't know about you, but it still feels kind of odd to have this sort of powers, like blap. Look, I didn't even down all of my core, and I just shot like most of the shield off. Like, can you just imagine me flying into a snub fighters going black, 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 just fuck you? Not really sure how to like feel about this, but like, this is a cruiser power plant right here. It's like, what are you doing? So yeah, I'm not really sure. I'm still not sure how to feel about this. But I suppose it's a little bit better than we actually thought at first, but it's still kind of odd. I'm actually missing quite a lot of these things for some reason. I'm so bad. But yeah, either just go with full gunboat razors or full serbs, and I suppose everything's gonna be okay. Who the fuck knows? So that's this little update. It's not as broken as we thought it would be, but still kinda odd to see, like, chain firing razors. on this thing anyway. Best thing is this thing still has a cruiser power plant and a cruiser power plant regen. And only because this thing is supposed to be our new scanner. Like for civilians, because civilians need jump trading. But, well, there you go. So, yeah, just a small clarification and that's it. Enjoy your new razor boats. Clack, 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 clack. Shit.